Good morning, guys. Day number 2 at Taj Theog. It's noontime now. We are heading. We thought we'll step out of the property today, and we're going to go to Narkanda. From Narkanda, we're going to go to Hatu Peak, Hatu Temple. It's about an hour and a half drive from here. So that's our plan. We'll probably go to Hatu Temple. Once we get there, once we finish, then probably on our way back, stop at Narkanda or somewhere there at a local dhaba, have lunch. Hi guys, so Dhanam and I have just left Taj Theog. We are on our way to Hatu Peak, Hatu Temple via Narkanda. That's the plan. It's almost 1 p.m. in the afternoon now. We'll probably visit Hatu Temple, and then on our way back probably stop at Narkanda for lunch or maybe somewhere on the way. So Navratras are going on right now. Everybody said that Hatu Temple could be pretty crowded, but we're still taking our chances. So that's the plan for the day. I think it's distance-wise, I think it's only about 40 kilometers from where we are. But time-wise, it will take us 1 hour and a half to get over. So hopefully by the evening, just before sunset, we should be back at the hotel. Alright, see you, bye. So we've just crossed Narkanda and we've started the climb to Hatu Temple. It's a 5-kilometer stretch from the main highway. It's also considered to be one of the toughest stretches in Himachal. That's what they say. Because the road is really narrow, the gradient is really sharp. I've put the Jeep in 4x4 and hoping, fingers crossed, that there's no oncoming traffic because there's no way to give pass here. So I'm not going to keep talking on the camera. I'm going to consider this drive, though it's fantastically beautiful. Amazing snow peaks all over. And by the way, Theog, Himachal is at an altitude of about 8,500 feet. And Hatu Temple is at an altitude of 11,500 feet. So we've got a traffic jam. Alright. So we've reached Hatu Peak, Hatu Temple. Behind me you can see there are cars parked. There's a little ground they have right next to the temple. We parked a car there. We're at 11,500 feet now. There's snow. It's so cool.
Yeah.
In April at Hatu Peak, at Hatu Temple, there's snow here. It's nice and chilly. I haven't checked the temperature, but I think it should be around what, 4 degrees, I think. It should be around. I think it should be about 3 or 4 degrees with bright sun. Beautiful. A very tough drive. The last 2 kilometers. The initial half seemed a little tough, but it was okay. But the last 2 kilometers, it was so narrow. There was no place, and there was a lot of oncoming traffic, people coming down. So it was tough, but we managed, and I'm telling you, Mahindra Thar, best. Thankfully, I engaged 4x4 just before I started the climb, and there was one hairpin bend where the car really struggled because it was there was black ice and it was wet, and the car was skidding. But thanks to 4x4, in fact, I saw a lot of cars struggling. They couldn't even climb up, they were pushing the cars up. But 4x4 engaged, 4 high, no sweat for the Thar. Alright, we'll switch on the camera once we're at the temple. Okay, so this is the gate to the Hatu Temple. You can't go past that gate, as in you can't take vehicles there. But there's a little gate open on the side where you can enter from. And the snow peaks that you see, the view from here is breathtaking. So that's our Hatu Temple, that's our Hatu Mandir.
Yeah, that's a the way that we make.
That's the entrance. The front of the mandir. There's a puja going on inside right now. It is absolutely beautiful, stunning. There's snow peaks all around. I don't know if this camera can capture, but far there, those are not clouds. That white line that you see there, those are all snow peaks. In fact, that's much nearer to us there. It is so pretty.
Let's get up. What I'm doing? Yes, I didn't buy it, but so you want to put it. So, then you all about this.
The numbers got inside the mandir.
Wait, the not push the rest of that.
I just didn't want to see when I was for the machine. I'm going to keep you on my money, you'll take me one. You know, I'm going to market, we just take it if I'm going to have it. Stop not making him, and this is before we have, I just like you about something. इससे पहले रिकास्ट से बनेंगे वरना विश तो सही बैठ था परफॉर्मेंस ये डाउन
ये अच्छा icon है.
Hi, so did Darshan inside the mandir. Breathless. We just hiked up from the mandir. We've come up to one of the. Let me switch the camera. You can see. Tarunam's gone up there. I'm at this little peak here. We're at the highest point at Hatu Peak right now. I hope you guys can see the snow peaks now. I'll give you a 360-degree view of this entire place. The mandir is right there. And if you see the white stuff, that's all snow. Hey guys, so we just stopped at a place called Cafe Khadu. Cafe Khadu comes highly recommended. It's near Matiana. On our way back from Narkanda to Thiog, it comes there. Looks very nice. I just took a peek. Very nice. Looks very nice. Very cool. And the view, of course, you get is amazing. Lovely. आपका नाम क्या है?
अरुण वर्मा.
आप ओनर है?
नहीं नाम नहीं मेरे को.
अच्छा नहीं. Yeah, we said outside. Well. Hey guys, this is our last day at the resort. We haven't given you a tour of our suite. Our suite's called the Mandi Suite by 03. Tarunam's inside. Today is the last day that we're here. We are leaving. Hey. We're leaving tomorrow morning. The room, the suite's kind of lived in. It's a little untidy, so bear with us.
So this is a tiny little pantry. As you can see, we've hardly used it except for the coffee and the green tea. It's a duplex. That's the staircase that goes upstairs to the room. This is a living room, and Radha lived in. And this is the cake that we got yesterday. My birthday is around the corner, and Angad was very kind enough to get a nice surprise cake for me beforehand.
So we didn't want to utilize the space much in the suite, so we've opened one suitcase anyway. Point is, it's a little untidy. We've got a great balcony. The view is awesome. So today, earlier in the video, I had said that it's cloudy and overcast. In fact, it did pour right now, so you can't see any of the snow peaks. And it's really, really chilly.
Yeah. So yesterday when there was sun, it looked so beautiful, but it's nice and cloudy. You can see there's dew in the air, but it's still nice. Yesterday it was even more beautiful. Okay, so we have that is.
So there on the low level, which is the living room, we've got they've given a guest bathroom there. It's not a bathroom, sorry, a guest washroom, which is basically my haven. I get my own peaceful time here. Quickly now, video's becoming long.
Yeah, so let's go upstairs to the room.
Bedroom's on the upper level. Look at that view. Awesome. So here's the bedroom.
Nice, spacious, good TV, and
bathroom, please don't mind the suitcase.
a nice big
Little cupboard there, not showing you much. And here's the main bathroom.
Yep.
Good morning, guys. We've left Thiog. We are on our way back. We should be in Delhi by 7 in the evening. The stay has been excellent. What a property. Our first visit to Thiog. We've seen a really bad accident right now. You guys can't see it. Thank God you can't see it. A bad accident. Anyway, seems to have just happened. Well, God willing, everything should be fine. So I was saying we've stayed at the Wildflower Hall a couple of times. This is the first trip to Thiog. I feel, and I think Tarunam and I speak to Tarunam also, our preference is Thiog compared to Wildflower Hall. Wildflower Hall is nice, there's nothing bad about Wildflower Hall, but the way where Thiog is situated, right on top of a mountain, and you get that 360-degree view, it's very nice. And the road from Thiog to Narkanda, fabulous road, because when we went to Hatu Peak, that was excellent. All that is anyway, that's been covered.
Our food location was also actually at the best place.
Absolutely. So we've already covered all of that earlier. So just going to close the video now. Thanks for staying tuned, guys. And this was another trip of ours. Hopefully, God willing, there should be more trips like these coming up in the future. Take care, guys. Take care. Have a good time. Have a good week. Have a good month. Enjoy your life. Be safe. be sensible. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye. Hey guys, now it's very strange. I made a video about a fraud, FedEx fraud, narcotics fraud. I made a vlog, something that happened to me, which I got saved. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, please go through my profile and find that video. I put it up on YouTube. Anyway, now something similar. We just crossed Samarkand on our way back to Delhi, and there's speed cameras everywhere, and the speed limit here for cars is 100. I was at 90. I saw the speed cameras. In any case, I'm driving the Jeep, so I don't go over 100 in this car. So I was at 90. I saw the speed cameras, and right after the speed cameras, about 500 meters or 400 meters after cameras, there was this barricade with at least 20-30 cops on the road. I wish the camera was facing the other side. I could have recorded it. So they were stopping practically every second car. They stopped mine also. And while I was slowing down on the side, I asked the cop. I said, I was doing 90. What's the speed limit on this road? So he said, नहीं आप रोको हम देखते हैं. So anyway, he stopped me and he said, license दिखाओ. I said, मैं license कब दिखाऊंगा? पहले आप मुझे बताओ, मैं ओवर स्पीडिंग का ये प्रूफ का है. कहता मैं कैमरे पे, मैं कैमरा लेके आऊँ या मैं आता हूँ मुझे दिखाओ वहाँ पे कैमरे पे. Now, as soon as I said that guy went back, and within 2 minutes I saw him waving at me and saying, "Aap jao." Now I realized that I knew I was at 90. I knew I was over speeding. In fact, I was 10 below the speed limit. And I knew that this is how these guys scam people. Now we talk about cops, traffic cops, you know. And if I wouldn't have asked him or questioned him about the proof of my speeding, I would have agreed to give him whatever fine, or, you know, a lot of times they just take something under the table sort of a thing. They take some money and they let you go. So when I asked, so then I got out of the car and I said, मुझे रोका क्यों था? जब मैंने खुद बोला कि मैं 90 पे हूँ, 100 की स्पीड लिमिट है, तो आपने मुझे रोका क्यों? So and proof आपके पास है नहीं. मैं क्या, मुझे दिखाओ ना ओवर स्पीडिंग. आपने बोला मैंने ओवर स्पीड किया, मुझे प्रूफ दिखाओ. इसे नहीं वो ना गलती लगी होगी. आप चलो नहीं वकील साहब आप चलो. You saw the sticker on the car also, or the lawyer sticker. So my point is, this is what's happening in the country. I love my country. I'm very patriotic when it comes to India. But come on, there's a level of corruption, there's a level of scamming, frauds, conning. No, we're talking about, fair enough, a phone call that came were con artists, were criminals. But here we're talking about law enforcement. And the guy, if I hadn't questioned him, I would have paid him whatever money he would have asked for, or maybe even given the Jawan. Anyway, point is, this is happening in the country. Tell me, what can we do? I went back, I tried to question them. There were 20 of them. And none of them wanted to speak to me. They said, नहीं सरदार जी आप जाओ ना, वकील साहब आप जाओ ना, क्या आप जाओ ना, आपसे पैसे तो नहीं ले रहे हो. And they asked me to go. So that's what's happening in the country. It's happening everywhere. This is just one instance.